So welcome into this class. I'm just going to tell you what we are going to really do in this, in continuation with some basic concepts of national income accounting, in which we have talked about goods of two kinds, which are the intermediate goods and the final goods. And in the final goods, we finished with what are known as consumer goods and capital goods. And then we are going to do what is known as capital, that is investment. Now, what is it? There's a difference between investment and capital. Capital formation is investment. That's what we will be doing. Before that, we've also done production for self-consumption and production for exchange. We talked about what are the institutions that are there in the production process. So in this, again, let me tell you, investment will be net investment and gross. For that, we have to do depreciation. And then we'll talk about the domestic territory of a country, which is a territory much beyond its political frontiers. So that also we'll be doing. We'll be talking about what is known as residents. Now, what are residents? As opposed to citizens, I can be an Indian citizen, but I can be the residents of, say, the United States of America. So that is what we learn here. And even regarding, then we'll talk about the normal residents of a country. Who are the normal residents? And residents can be both institutions as well as human beings. And then we will talk about net factor income from abroad based on this concept. Once we know what is the domestic territory and the residents, once we know more about this, we can know what is net factor income from abroad. And then we'll also do stocks and flows. So yes, we'll come back. I just wanted to see this once again. Just have a look. So goods, as you've seen, final goods, intermediate goods, consumer goods and capital goods. Investment is gross investment, net investment. Then investment, another name is capital formation. Then something which is known as depreciation. What is depreciation? Now, depreciation is something like consumption of fixed capital, and it is also known as what is known as foreseen obsolescence. That means we know that there will be a wear and tear in a capital asset, in a fixed capital asset. And then we'll also talk about what is the difference between consumption of fixed capital and capital loss. Capital loss is all because of the unforeseen obsolescence or natural calamities which are not in our hands. So we'll be doing that. Then we're going to talk about the domestic territory of a country which is beyond its political frontiers. So, like for example, if an Air India plane lands up in London Heathrow, it is in the domestic territory of India. So something like that. It's very interesting, and we will be doing that later. Then we have what is known as a normal resident of a country. So this is as opposed to citizen and residents, to make a difference between the two and understand, because only when you understand domestic territory of a country and the normal resident of a country will you be able to know what is net factor income from abroad. So we can work that out. And then we're going to talk about stocks and flows. So with that, we are going to go to investment in the next class.